At first I was like, why is it being a black screen for so long? So, now we are finally starting Chapter 7 of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And Pyra is not supposed to be here canonically, she's just here because of New Game Plus. So let's go ahead and make this canon real quick and go ahead and do that. Because at this point in the story, Pyra was just taken, but I guess for New Game Plus it leaves blades with you anyway. So let's put on a freaking random generic blade onto Rex, I guess? Sure, this guy.
Finally, it's my turn.
It's like the only turn you're gonna get is during this chapter, my dude. Anyway, so the last chapter ended with definitely the biggest cliffhanger there is for a chapter in this game at all, I would argue. And chapter 7 here is also where in the series we beat Xenoblade Chronicles 1. Whereas 2 and Torna here continues on and such. So, first of all, I cranked up the volume of my capture card a bit. I was testing it before the stream to make it so that during the cutscenes, the characters' voices would be almost as loud as, like, me talking right now. So, but it looks like my mic got turned up a little bit, so it's not quite like that. Anyway, it was okay, but I freaking messed it up again by accident by scrolling, but it should still be better than usual. Because the last several chapters of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I've had to shove them in my editing software. Go and turn up the volume during the cutscenes, and then turn them back down to the regular levels during the gameplay, so that I wouldn't be, like, blasting your eardrums. So there's that. Also, that opening cutscene is one of my favorite cutscenes in the game, honestly. Like, the characters' eyes and just everything about them is so expressive in this game, way more than in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So, I could rant on about it for a while, but to save time, how about we don't?
Are you all right to be up and about?
Yeah. I'm all healed up.
Sincere apologies. If I hadn't attempted to destroy the Aegis, they would never have...
If you'd done nothing, they'd have come for her anyway. You're not to blame, Your Majesty. It's... my fault.
500 years ago, this kingdom was rent in twain. Some followed Adam, who sought to live with blades and titans as equals. Others opposed him, preferring to consider humans as the masters and titans as our tools. When Adam returned to the Ether, his rivals seized power, leveraging the power of the Omega Fetter. They declared themselves the Tantalese royal dynasty.
Claiming they were the hero Adam's descendants.
Precisely. My ancestors merely used the name of the beloved Adam in order to win over the people. Before long, we resolved to protect ourselves from meddlesome foreigners by descending deep into the Cloud Sea, taking the dirty secret of our family's lineage with us. The Praetorium, for their part, did not protest. Can you guess why?
No?
They offered to stay silent in exchange for a certain resource. An annual tribute comprising a fixed quantity of core chips. I have something I wish to show you.
What is it? What is this?
This is Gembo's ether flow. The Titan draws in the fabric of the Cloud Sea and uses it as a source of energy. This energy flows throughout the Titan's body in the form of ether. Refining and crystallizing this ether creates core chips. This process is what you see before you.
So, in other words, you're siphoning away a portion of the Titan's energy.
Our cold climate and poor harvests, they are the unfortunate side effects of this process.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
Core chips are vital to every nation's military and energy policies. The Praetorium desired this power.
How come?
Allrest at the time was in crisis. But for the Praetorium, it was a precious chance to expand their sphere of influence.
So they muscled in.
As a result, Tentacle fell into a chronic energy shortage. Then, well, you saw for yourselves. Near frozen earth, failing crops, the Tantalese people are forced to live in abject poverty.
So why not just leave the Cloud Sea? Genbu can move, right? Just go somewhere warmer.
They fear contact with other nations. Too afraid it might expose the truth behind the legends they spun about Adam.
That would explain their isolationism.
Indeed. That was 5 centuries ago. Now the Aegis has awakened. The Praetorium is demanding we hand over the Omega Fetter. They are threatening to reveal our secret if we do not acquiesce.
Indollar? Threatening you?
I get it now. That's what was in that letter.
Enough was enough. I couldn't stand by and let the Tantalese people suffer any longer. Therefore, I made a decision.
And that's why you...
Yes. I knew there was a chance that the Praetorium would use the Aegis against us. But if I could neutralize her power, perhaps we would stand a chance of opposing them. And perhaps by saving my people from poverty, I could absolve the sins of my forefathers.
You didn't think about using the Aegis's power yourself?
Wielding such power is beyond my means. I am under no illusions. However, does the same apply to you? I felt something. When I looked in your eyes, I knew. Perhaps you are the one to whom we can entrust the Aegis's power.
Father.
In the end, it seems I only managed to make things worse. I can blame nothing but my own judgment. This tome records the deeds of the hero Adam. According to this, he saved the world from destruction using a white sword, and then disappeared, along with a red sword.
White and red? It must mean Mithra and Pyrrha's swords.
Whoever wrote this must have had a personal connection to Adam. And, most curiously, after Adam disappeared, the author of this book went looking for something.
Something.
The third Aegis sword.
There's a third.
Apparently, this sword was as transparent as diamond and gave off a clear, brilliant light. But Adam went his whole life without using the sword. In fact, he could not use it.
What do you mean, couldn't?
The sword was simply too powerful. Even he, the legendary hero, could not contain the power it commanded. And thus, fearing its power, he sealed it away somewhere. The author therefore surmised that this sword alone was the one true sword of the Aegis. Now, Rex, you were defeated by Jin. Doubtless that man is a powerful warrior. But even so, Can this be right? Can the Aegis herself truly be outmatched by a single opposing blade? Would it not make more sense to presume that you lost because you have yet to unlock the true power of the Aegis?
You mean I'm the one who's been holding them back? Your Majesty, where is that sword? We have to find it somehow. We have to find that sword and rescue Pyro and Mithra.
Regrettably, the book does not specify the sword's location.
But there must be.
However, reading between the lines, it seems the author suspected that the sword lies somewhere in Lefthyria. It's not much, but that's where I would begin the search.
In Lefthyria.
Are you ready?
Huh?
Are you ready to do what it takes to be their true driver?
Gramps?
Well, are you, Rex?
Yes! Of course! I'm going to be the driver that Pyra and Mithra deserve. And then, I'm gonna take them to Elysium.
Then come with me. I'll show you the way.
My son,
Yeah?
I have a favor to ask of you as your king.
Well, that's a first. Are you feeling okay, old man? Maybe you're coming down with something.
The Aegis needs... No, rather, the boy needs protection.
You mean Rex?
Yes, I saw something in that boy's eyes. A light that must never go out.
Steady on, old man. People will get the wrong idea. Fine. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
Nah, it's not like I wasn't gonna go with him anyway.
You really can't judge a book by its cover. Who'd have thought that sweet-looking girl would threaten to destroy herself? Didn't she realize taking her own life would mean the boy died too?
Oh, she knew exactly what she was doing.
The whole thing was a bluff then?
No, not at all. The reason she gave her core crystal to the boy was to replace his heart after Jin put paid to it. An Aegis core encodes the blueprints for all life. She took advantage of that.
Incredible. I had no idea such a thing was possible. Aegises truly are a breed apart.
Cores are constantly accumulating data about the outside world. The fact that their injuries are mirrored is a result of their twin cores exchanging information. If you wanted to be poetic about it, you could say that their very lives are intertwined. But there's nothing to stop her from severing that link.
What do you mean?
Before issuing the kill order to the Artifice, she would have transferred the remainder of her core to the boy, letting him live on, heart complete. An Aegis can survive for a short time without a core crystal. Don't ask me why. It's just how we were made.
So that's the reason Jin agreed to her terms.
He couldn't care less about the boy. But he wasn't about to lose this one. Simple as that.
Is it just me, or does the frame rate seem a bit slow on the stream? It looks a little bit jumpy, like it's not going at 60 FPS like it should be. OBS is saying it's going at 60 FPS. I'm running at 3500 bitrate, so everything should be AO good. It's not dropping any frames. So that's very strange. I really hope that once I see this in the VOD, it's not gonna be as jumpy as it looks like it could be right now to me. I hope I don't have to go back and edit the cutscenes. Usually if I do, it's because there was an audio error. This time it might be a frame rate error. Let's hope that's not the case. Anyway, on Rex, for the moment, let's return to Fonset Village. Back to the village. I'll explain everything in detail once we get there. Just head to Fonset for now. Alright. Alright, so we got a decent amount of new details there. First of all, there's a third Aegis sword, not just the red and white sword of Pyra and Mithra, but a third Aegis sword, the one true Aegis sword. And as the King of Tentacle was saying there, like, it's, yeah, that frame rate does not look okay. I wonder if I should restart the stream. Why does the frame rate look off? That frame rate does not look okay. It looks so jumpy. That looks very, very jumpy. I may actually restart the stream. Is what I think I'll do. Alright, we should be back. I'm just gonna refresh my stream testing screen on my laptop here. The thing that was looking jumpy in the first place. And OBS was as well. Like, as I'm looking on OBS, this looks so much better. I don't know why the frame rate was going down like that, but let's see if on my laptop... Yeah, it looks so much smoother now. I don't know what the heck was going on with the frame rate there. I guess we're gonna have to probably re-record and fix those cutscenes later. That sucks. Usually I have to do that because of, like, a sound error of some sort, but this time I'm gonna have to do it because of freaking... That is not the menu button. This time I'm gonna have to do it because of frame rate issues. Wonky. That sucks. No, not quests. Anyway, so yeah, there's the third Aegis sword then. Which, wait, where's Leftheria? There it is. Fonset Island. There we go. But yeah, so there's a third Aegis sword. So because blades, or because the Aegises are like the master blades, the ones that contain the data of all the other ones, it doesn't seem likely that just a single blade would be able to fell one of the very beings that has the data on all the blades as the master blade, you know? Which is what the king was saying there. Which is why he believes that we've just yet to unlock Pyra and Mithra's true power.
What are we doing here?
Did you know Fonset has another name?
Huh?
Hero's Rest.
Hero? As in?
Indeed. Fonset Village was founded by Adam himself at the end of his travels. After the war, Adam charged me with protecting the village.
Was this village really that important?
What do you think I was protecting?
You mean it's...
Follow me.
He says follow me, and then he immediately goes back into Rex's helmet. Yeah, that sure seems like we're doing a good job of following him, huh? Sure does, doesn't it? Anyway, let us head up and away. Also, because I don't have Pyra on Rex anymore, I mean, technically I do because New Game Plus shenanigans, but I'm not gonna use her here. Do we want to switch up who we're playing as here? Like, what blades does Zeke have? Light, dark, and electric I have a good mix of here. Also, Cosmos is so good. Let's mix up the party a little bit here, is what we're gonna do. How about we we throw in Zeke as the character that I play as for right now. And then let's have a look at what actually the elements that I'm going to be using in the next part aren't going to matter all that much. But everything is wait, do I actually have like a full 8? No, I wouldn't have a full 8 elements with this because I'm doubling up on 2 things, right? Lightning and water are things I'm doubling on. But I don't need to have one of every element for this part anyway. Like the next kind of sequence, it doesn't matter anyway. So yeah, let's use Zeke for a little while here. That's what we'll do, considering we can't exactly use Pyra / Mithra on Rex right now anyways. Canonically, jeez, it's all going down the slope. Let's mix it up and let's play as a little bit of Zeke. That's what we'll do.
The village guardian?
Just looks like a stone pillar to me.
They say that the village's guardian spirit dwells within. Gramps, what are we doing here?
Rex, try turning the stone tablet clockwise.
This? Huh? This crest, it's... I've seen it before.
Place your hand on it.
Here goes. What's this?
This passage leads into the very center of the archipelago. There lies the cavern known as Spirit Crucible Elpis.
That's quite a name.
This entrance and the gate of the Spirit Crucible are sealed in such a way that only a Leftherian can open them.
Ah, so that's why Jin needed me back then.
When Adam founded this village, he hid something deep within the body of the Titan that forms the archipelago's center.
You mean the missing sword?
I don't know how word of it got out, but many were led here by rumors of the legendary sword. More than a few have entered the Spirit Crucible, but none have ever returned.
Is it really that dangerous?
Adam wanted to ensure that the sword was securely sealed away. He put many measures in place to stop it falling into the wrong hands. Only the hands of someone worthy. Adam said that taking this sword would be the mark of the Aegis's true driver.
The true driver?
What do you say, Rex?
I'll do it. No. I have to do it. Every moment we waste, Pyra and Mithra could be...
Then you're ready for what lies ahead?
If you hadn't interfered back then, neither of us would have had to go through all this. Now then... time to take back what I lost 500 years ago.
How he's still alive with his crystal in that state? Seriously? It's not normal.
The Aegis is the master blade. The first blade the architect forged. Malus can do things we can only dream of.
And how's he going to restore his core exactly?
He'll extract the data he's missing from the core of the other Aegis. Then all his power will be restored.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what will that do to her?
Well, if she's lucky, she'll live. As an empty husk, that is.
Rough deal. Malus doesn't hold back, huh?
Don't blame me for this. It's our father who made us this way. But don't worry. Once I meet him, I'll get the answers we're after. I need to know why we're like this. In any case, this world only needs one Aegis. Don't you agree, Pyra?
Alright, so we got a decent bit of new information there. At the gate here for Spirit Crucible Elpis, Azurda was saying that only a Leftherian can open the gate, which is kind of strange considering Rex was able to open it. Like, in this game they say that he's Leftherian, but it was also revealed a couple chapters ago that, like, he was dragged to Leftheria by his parents who had, like, died there, and it doesn't talk about his past. But if they came to Leftheria to, like, you know, drop him off here and have him have a safe life even though they died, then that means he wasn't from Leftheria, unless they were just like living a little bit down the block and they were like, oh, we have to drag him to the village, and it still was also never explained what the heck happened to them. So how the heck is Rex able to open these seals if apparently only a Leftherian can open them, and he's not even Leftherian? Though there is a potential explanation for this.
Let's see.
That I won't get into quite yet. But I just got an affinity reward on Cosmos. But why it? Something that's never really explained is why is it that only Leftherians can open these seals? Why did Adam design it that way? I don't think that's something ever explained. Like, something that would make more sense is if it was like somebody descended from his bloodline or something like that. But no, it's somebody from Leftheria. It's like, ugh. That's strange. Especially considering Rex isn't even Leftherian, but whatever.